And starting a new one and setting a timer. Let's shop and go. So what's your prediction for roundage? What do you think we'll get to on
Well,
Nacht?
since we both have a ray gun, but no flopper, do you take damage from Narc too?
Let's see. No.
Oh, I'd say 99,
Oh, yeah.
not 100.
Yeah. What I love about the ray gun Mark II is that you reload it and the little disc goes in and it sits there and then about a full second passes before you can actually use the ammo.
Yeah.
Look out!
Look out!
Ah! I feel a sneeze coming on. No, it's going away. So, I mentioned briefly that as I do with things, I've been kind of run out of things to hyperfixate on, like movies and stuff. But luckily, Resident Evil came at the right time. So I've been thinking about a lot, Resident Evil a lot.
No.
And, well, would you like a brief overview of the main games?
Sure.
Because I didn't really get the story a lot. I just things kind of happened and big snakes show up. So I'll keep it brief because I'm not an expert. But there's that Spencer guy that Wesker kills in a wheelchair. There's the guy that owned the mansion from the first game. I don't want that gun. And then there's a guy from Resident Evil 2, I think, called Birkin. Those three basically... Oh, let me show you something here. Let me show you something, Rick. Round 103.
Yep.
But those three basically formed Umbrella Corporation. And...
Umbrella.
Yeah, Umbrella Chronicles. But, so, do you know anything about Resident Evil 8 or 7?
I know 7, they are in a family's house, and then 8 has a werewolf on the cover, but all I remember is the very large woman.
Oh, yeah. She got mommy energy, you know?
Yeah.
Let's double tap. So, yeah, there's the big bad in Resident Evil 8 is from like... I don't want to say the wrong century, but I'll say 1500s, castle times. And they found this like fungus called like megamycete or something. Anyway, that's what causes the villains of Resident Evil 8. But that research was studied by those three gentlemen that I mentioned that formed Umbrella Corporation. And that led them to searching for things like that. One thing I never knew was, do you know the flower room in Resident Evil 5? It's like in the caves, and there's a cutscene, and that terrified me. But Christopher and Shevifer are walking in, and there's like a big stone altar, and there's like flowers all over the ground, and there's a cutscene.
I don't remember this.
Does not ring a bell. I know you would if you saw it. So that flower is basically the start of everything.
I made a mistake.
Go, gadget, spider webs.
I don't like the minigun I have because it just...
A minigun?
Yeah, or not minigun, but the 48 dredge, the light machine gun.
Oh yeah, that gun's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that flower, they call that the progenitor virus, and they're trying to make like super soldiers, as every basic zombie story does. And that did some stuff, and that's why the people in the caves, like the guy, are all wacky and stuff. So they take this flower, and they come back, and they make the T virus, and they form Umbrella, which is an actual pharmaceutical company, to front their secret pharmaceutical company. And that's why the mansion exists from the first one. It's just all a front. It's a lab. So 1,000 things happen, and they start developing a Wesker project. Malcolm is just licking my thigh over and over again. And they're testing and trying to make super children. and the only one that survives is Wesker. So that's why he's got superpowers. And the Birkin guy, they kill him and they dump him and somebody else near like a sewer with this virus thing that he was working on, like the B virus or something. Anyway, he turns into like a leech monster in Resident Evil 0, which I don't know if you know much about that game, but it takes place right before Resident Evil. It's like the Rogue One to A New Hope. So, all that leads to the mansion, and Stars going to check it out, and Wesker was secretly infiltrating his Stars. The T-virus broke out because they were experimenting on animals, and the dogs got out and started biting people. The mansion thing happens. It blows up. The dogs get into the city. So Leon is called in as Raccoon City's infected. Jill Valentine, same thing. So Resident Evil 2 and 3 happened there. My Stars. I just got Juggernaut, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, and Stars. Nemesis happens, all that jazz. And one thing I never knew, so the Resident Evil 4 has Las Plagas. That was a parasite that was found in like the mountains of Mexico, or not Mexico, of Spain. And it was found by Sadler, the big bad. And that was also in Castle times. So like the short feller was, they've been alive since those times. Just kind of doing their old thing. And they kidnapped the president's daughter to try to send her back and infect the U.S. So that's its own thing. One thing
priority target to infect the U.S.
I know. And then one thing I still never knew. Oh my! I always thought Ouroboros was like the big. Let's see. I'll pick this up. Was the big thing of Resident Evil 5? Like that was what all the monsters were. Well. If you remember, there's parts where they like put the crawly stuff in their mouths. That's Las Plagas. It's just slightly modified, but it's the same thing from 4. Wesker was messing with it. The only Ouroboros monsters are the big old tentacle guys, boss fights. So yeah, Wesker's doing that whole thing, and that's the basic plot. Wesker just keeps at it.
Hard-working man.
Yeah, he definitely motivated.
Persistent.
Yeah. No one can take that away from him. Fashionable. Very,
Respect you, Wesker.
Yeah. This is my cat, Whisker. Just kidding.
Did you find the boss, or the Wesker fight in Resident Evil 5 a little underwhelming?
The final fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of just punched a boulder, ran away from him, and then stabbed him 118 times.
Yeah.
I thought the fight with him in the mansion was cool, in the DLC. Oh, and I was looking at stuff, because by doing that, we unlock some more costumes. There's a second Resident Evil DLC in that game.
Really?
Yeah. So after we get to level...
that first DLC.
Yeah, that is very cool. I don't think we'd ever done that before, had we?
I don't think so.
If you want, actually, I'll have to check. I might have already deleted Resident Evil 5 to make room. Just because I had something to do when I was downloading the zombie games. But I was like, I don't want to come back and they say not enough space. Yeah.
Keep getting poopy guns.
Not so poopy guns.
Getting the poopy guns. I came up with a new German word.
What is it?
So whenever I have to like read an email or come up with a solution to a problem, I say I'm going to study this for a second. Well, I do my best studying when I'm taking a poop, so I call it the poop and study.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Dylan, did you take out the trash? No, I'm doing the poop and study. It's a patented touchy poop and study. I was folding some laundry yesterday, and Samantha, well, oh, my phone went black, and I got to start a new recording.